So before I start, I'd like to thank my friends in the second row for being here, especially since they've heard this story multiple times already. So this is the story about how I threw my luggage away, and it takes place after Thanksgiving of last year. My family lives in Maryland, so I had a lovely visit home and did all of those Thanksgiving things. And then the day that I was flying back to St. Louis, I packed up, brought my luggage downstairs, went to the car, and the doors were locked because my dad wasn't out yet. And so I put my luggage down and I waited, and my mom came out and we started talking and chatting. And then my dad eventually came out and we all got in the car. So we drove half an hour to BWI, talking, chatting. We get to the airport. I kiss my parents goodbye. They pop the trunk. I go to the back of the car and don't understand why it is empty. And I'm completely befuddled. I cannot understand how this happened. And so I'm racing in my mind, what happened, and then I think, oh, right, because I put it on its driveway and I didn't put it in the car. Right. So my parents, they don't have enough time to go home and get it, but you know, they figure, well, just, Christina, you're fine. Go fly back to St. Louis, you have what you need, and then we'll get the luggage when we get home, and we'll mail it back to you. So, okay. So I go in, and every time I have the opportunity over the next 4, 5, 6 hours as I'm traveling, every time I'm allowed to turn on my cell phone, I call in to get a status update. So my first status update, my parents are at home. Christina, are you sure you left it here? Because it's not on the driveway. Okay, well, check my room, but I'm pretty sure I brought it to the driveway. Okay, it's not here, but maybe your brothers came by, and maybe they saw it on the driveway, and maybe they put it away. So then I get on my next plane, and my next status update, Christina, I talked with your brothers, and they have no idea where your luggage is. So maybe, do you think somebody could have just walked by and picked up your luggage? And I was like, ooh, I don't know, I guess. So then I get on my next plane. And by the time I get home, I finally call my parents one more time. And they say, oh, Christina, you know, your brothers don't know where it is, and we don't know if a neighbor came by and got it, but we noticed a few hours after we talked with you that the garbage had been picked up. And I'm pretty sure that the trash trucks came and took away your luggage and took it to the landfill. And so at that point, what are you gonna do? But I mean, if it had been in St. Louis, I probably would have driven to the landfill to go get it. But this not being in St. Louis, I couldn't really make my parents do that for me. And so you start thinking, well, what do you do? First of all, I became very conscious of my class privilege that allows me to throw away a full piece of luggage with clothing and toiletries and whatnot and be okay with that. Financially, you know? I am sad because I had finally donated enough money to St. Louis Public Radio to get a Car Talk t-shirt. And sadly, I never got a chance to wear it. It also had a favorite t-shirt of mine that said triple nerd score, because I'm a big Scrabble fan, and that got thrown away as well. I was teaching a class at WashU, and I had taken home all of the students' big papers for the semester to grade them. And the half that I had already graded were in the luggage. And so I had to go into class the next day to tell everybody this very funny story. And by the way, if your name is on the board, please hand me another copy of your paper. I had my old school, which I still use, 2009 and 2010 paper planners. And I do a lot of presentations in my work, and I live and die on my planners, and there was nothing. And so I called everybody I ever met in my entire life and posted to Facebook and sent out mass emails saying, if you think I am meeting with you at some point in the future, you should let me know, because otherwise I won't be there. And the other part about this story that I particularly love is that when I posted this funny story to Facebook, the response of my friends, and multiple of them, the response was, that is a terribly hilarious story. And my one friend said, Christina, I just want you to know that when I am telling this story at cocktail parties, I will be doing it out of sympathy for you. And then my other friend said, Christina, that's terrible, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I did tell that story to one of my coworkers, and now that's become a catchphrase between the two of us. And so whenever any one of us does something really, really dumb, then the other one says, well, at least you didn't throw your luggage away. Thank you.